Okay. I think we're all good. I don't know why this is going weird again. If I look at the overlay. Okay, not that overlay. Should be another. This one. Can I refresh it? Okay, so let me just quickly. Let me get this one out today. Yeah, we can switch them out. I think it's better to see if I could see. But there is. Oh, let me put some. Let me put some music on. There you go. So you should be able to hear the game still. Yeah. Should be all good. So today, first of all, I need to get a donut. I'm doing a few things today, if I'm honest. Let's see what we get. So interestingly enough, I finally managed to transfer some more of my Pokemon I've been looking for ages from Pokemon Colosseum to Sapphire. So, oh, Sapphire's not in here. It's over there. Anyway, we've got Sapphire here in my Game Boy Advance, but I am going to start preparing for a new saga that I'm going to be doing. So that's one thing we'll do. Also, I'm going to start doing some more horror stuff. I found a new series I want to start playing through. And I say a new series. It's actually an old series of games, but one I've never actually streamed. So I thought it would be interesting to go through a new horror series. And then obviously we've got Resident Evil coming out at the end of the year, which I'm very excited for. No, we won't have that one because we've already got Alpha Gardevoir. We've already got Alpha Guard. I don't know if it's worth me making the screen a little bit bigger. for you guys. Like, making it a little bigger. I would like to make a donut. Let's do it. So, Nintendo Direct that came out. I honestly think that Nintendo are nailing it. I think they've got such a good lineup of games coming out. Welcome in. They've got... How many games came out in the partner stream? There were so many good games that were showing, like in the partner stream alone. Oh yeah. What? I don't know what you're saying. I can't read that. I'm not sure what you're playing. But so we've got Resident Evil coming out at the end of the month, which is the one I'm most excited for. I'll probably get it on PC, but I would like a physical copy for the Switch. If I'm getting a physical copy, I would like it for the Switch too. I'm probably going to be running it on PC and streaming it, but I would like to pick up a physical copy for Switch. We've also got next month, we've got Crimson Butterfly. So I think what I'm going to do before then is I think I'm going to run a playthrough of one of the Fatal Frame games, which is on the Switch. So don't get me wrong, we can definitely still play through the other Resident Evil games that I've already got on PC. That's fine, we can do that. But I am trying to grow my Switch collection, and I'm aware that getting the physical cartridges is worth doing. But saying that at the same time, if you're getting a game you'd have no intention of selling, it works out different. If you get offered it on as a digital discount, it normally works out a lot cheaper, because you don't have to order in the game. DLC also, depending on which language you get it in, you've got to make sure you buy the cartridge from the same region that you're in, otherwise the DLC won't work. So I'm weighing up my options. Am I just gonna get things digital because it's easier? Are we gonna get some physical games in? I'm kind of stuck, but I've kind of decided that that's the next thing I want to do. I've already got a ton of games. Like, I'm taking a break at the moment, but I've got 4 towers of video games to sort through over there. So I'm going to be selling the ones that I'm not really going to be playing anymore. And we are going to go into getting some physical copies of Switch games. So that's one thing we'll do. Like, I'm keeping my physical collection for certain games. So all my Steelbooks, like Time Splitters 2 and 3, Revenge of the Sith 3, Gears of War Steel, but Halo 3. A lot of frees I've noticed. It's going to be keeping games like this because they mean a lot to me, and I still would like to play them one day if we have like retro game nights and stuff like that. But there's a lot of games I'm probably just going to sell and then buy Switch games with. Level 3, but no alpha power whatsoever. That's shocking. We need alpha power because... So Dragon is one of the ones we're going for. Dragon, Steel, Bug, and Fire. These 4 are fine if it has alpha power. As we've learned after the past few sessions, if you don't have the alpha power, it is a nightmare. Like resetting for. There's a lot of good stuff coming to Switch, and then obviously we've got the Pokemon 30th anniversary literally around the corner. So we've just done fighting. We didn't end up getting Blaziken. We got a few different alphas. So yeah, we're gonna have to do Blaziken another time. So yeah, we'll do some chain hunting, we'll do some battling. So what I was doing, which I didn't think it might not be very entertaining, so I did it off stream. I was sorting through my collection of stuff earlier. Ooh. Okay, we might have to think about this one. Ground and Alpha. Both level 3. We might have to consider this one. Let's not reset. Let's not be hasty. I have a good feeling about this one. So in terms of ground, I think we might go with this. I mean, we could literally just go for Alpha Swampert now, but we've already got a shiny Swampert, but not Alpha. So let's not be hasty. Let's think about who we can have who's ground type. Obviously, there's Steelix. We don't have Alpha Steelix yet, so that would be interesting. We have options here. I'm trying to think what the options are, but I know that there will be some ground which isn't just like Mudkip and Swampert. Who else is ground? So obviously there's Onyx, but we'd need to trade, and Steelix. Oh wait, it's Steelix ground and steel, and not rock and steel. Let's have a look. Let's think. Steelix. And your rock. I would have loved to have farmed the Cleavor. Let's just have a quick think. Steelix is... I have the shiny Steelix somewhere. Here. Yes, so we could do Steelix Alpha. Who else? So we're kind of going against the ones we said we was actually hunting for. Aggron, we have shiny. Now it's rock and steel. Who else is ground that would be interesting to farm for? We're probably just going to end up getting one which is the Mudkip line and the Steelix one together, because I know you can get them in the same. And, oh wait, Garchomp. Of course, one of the main ones we want as an alpha. Okay, we'll do this. We'll actually keep this one. Nice. So we've got a good start because it's alpha level 3. This is really going to help. We've been using alpha level 2, which really isn't as good. It's not as fun. I say it's not as fun. It's just a lot longer if you don't have level 3. So, Garchomp is going to be priority, getting an alpha Garchomp. If we can get an alpha Steelix, great. And the Mudkip line. So these are the ones we're going for. So now we need to find a zone which has Garchomp and one of the other two we're looking for. So preferably Steelix or the Mudkip line. Because I don't need to trade for them or Garchomp. Steelix is a problem because you have to trade for, so we need to actually just get the Steelix. Okay. Second phase now, this is the fun part. Actually going through. One second, just make sure you guys can hear me fine. Okay, yeah, you're fine. So you can hear me. So we will there's a ground one here. It's a small zone, so we won't bother with that one because small zones don't have much more. If not, in fact, they might not have any more than that. So that one we could go for if we was going for Camerupt because he's ground as well. Blaze. So yeah, fire is one of the ones we need. We'll just save it for another time. So we could do this one and guarantee get the Garchomp line as an alpha. So it would be super easy to do this. But we're not going to get any increased chance on any of the other ones there. So it might feel like a bit of waste. At least if we wait for another one, we can try and get 2 shiny alphas. Okay, we'll wait. I'm gonna take longer setting up this time because we've done it before where I've rushed and then we've been ages and we've had to do so many phases. At least this way we can probably get away with doing it a little quicker. Okay, so I don't think there's many options here. We haven't even gone for Mega Golurk as well. I'm so far behind. So that's one thing I need to do. I need to actually finish other aspects of the game. I just get caught up in shiny hunting. So that's why I said we'll do some battles today. So let's do this shiny hunt first once we've got set up for it. We could wait. So good. Alright. Hang on. Where's so Tyranitar is rock and dark, but I'm sure I have a Larvitar. Oh, I've gone past one. There we go. Oh, he is ground. So that's another one we can look for. That's a small zone, so we're not gonna get many more. It's fine if there's a large zone that doesn't. I've just realized something. I have just realized something. The only way we do this is if we go through Dragon. Garchomp doesn't appear in the ground zones, I don't think. We can flick through some more because he's quite common in a Dragon one. But we will need to see if he can appear in ground. I don't think he does, but he might. Especially if it's a large zone, there might be an encounter. Okay, let's have a look. No. Okay. Yeah, we can guarantee get alpha Garchomp. I just want to try and get some more with it, that's all. So, if we can't find a ground zone with Gible, which would be annoying, hopefully we will. If we can't, we'll just do that. We'll get a one quick, and then we can get on with other things. I think that's what we'll do. We should be able to do this. I think if it's a large zone, Gible may appear. Or if we can find a multi-zone with grounding, that also could work. Although I haven't seen many multi-zones, especially like a tri one with 3 different types. I just haven't seen them. So we've got Dragon and Fire. I mean, there's still a chance we would get an Alpha Shiny Dratini if we do that. Because I'm not... I just don't think we... Like, this guarantees him being the Shiny. And there's a high chance of him being Alpha. So we might just get that straight off the bat. But I did kind of want to hunt for more than one thing. So it looks like we're just going to have to break it into multiple ones. It's a level 3 zone as well, so we will get a lot longer of problem with that. We're not going to be getting the best berries. That's the only thing. But we will get a lot longer here. And they will be a lot easier to catch and stuff. So, and it's not the end of the world. Like, we can make more. Anyway. Okay, so we are getting Shiny Alpha Garchomp tonight. That is the mission. That's what we're setting out to do. So strap in. Let's go get a Shiny Alpha Garchomp. I need to decide what ball we're gonna use as well. I actually might use a love ball just because the mega shiny is pink. I keep using sport ball now for like my main ones, but it's a green spark that comes out. It doesn't quite match. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see how this goes. We are getting him either way. We might get multiple, to be fair. Use multiple ones. Let's hop in. Let's see. We've got a nice Pokemon with us as well, so it should be fine. It's level 3. A lot easier to catch. We'll get more time. Here we go. So we have lots of alpha Dratini here. Maybe we can shiny hunt for Dratini because the thing is here, so we'll be refreshing them every time we teleport here. So let's go. Let's start with finding out who the shiny is. No, I want to attack this. And we've got a lot more time, so we can actually kind of relax. Oh! Straight away. Mission accomplished. There we go. Mission accomplished. Right, let's decide what ball. Okay. I know it's blue, but I don't want to use Great Ball or Dive Ball. That's great. There we go. Mission accomplished. Let's go home, boy. That's great. Okay, and we can shiny hunt for other things. We can. So this is perfect because we've got so many Dratini here. Which is what we need because we have 2 groups to refresh every single time we respawn. The balls are all here that we need in the middle of the shopping mall. I'm just having a quick look around in case we had any of the random shines. That's great. This is a really good start. Please say happy birthday to me. How do I know it's your birthday? How do I know it's your birthday? You know, people usually have to charge me to do like voice notes and stuff and messages. I don't see no party invite. If it is your birthday, then yeah, I think you're having a good day. I may have upset them. Okay, let's go. Just, I think we've seen all the other spots. Oh. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not good. I don't even think it can reach that. It might do, but it's alpha. Yeah, it is. Okay. As soon as we're out of sight from these Pokemon, we're just gonna reset the zone and hope we get a shiny Alpha Dratini. Let's go. There is a few more things we can get as well, but we've already got gold. I don't think the berries we're getting in Zone 3 are the ones we quite need anyway, but there might be some good ones, I don't know. Not a bad one, actually. Level 3 Alpha and Dragon. Sorry, Ground type. So, that's it. We have got, finally, Shiny Alpha Garchomp. We might get more. I have a feeling we will get more. Whilst doing this. Which means we can go into doing some battles after this. Because I really need to progress through... There's a lot of story stuff I've just not done. And quests. Hopefully we'll get Shiny Alpha Dratini as well. I know we ain't got the level 3 for Dragon, but we've still got the Shiny Charm, and when you're in these zones, the chances are still pretty good. Like, I've got loads of shinies in these zones, which weren't what I was hunting for. Anyway, whilst I'm doing this, I should probably explain one of the things that we're going to be doing. So, I dug out a lot of my old stuff. As you know, I've got the GameCube behind me on the shelf. I decided to... I got all the cables out and I actually plugged it into my old screen. And there was some Pokemon I was hunting through all of my Pokemon Home and Pokemon Bank, everything. Couldn't find these certain Pokemon. And I wondered where I had put them. Now, some of them I genuinely still haven't got, and that's because my Fire Red save game got corrupt. Do I have Pokemon Go? I do, but I deleted it off my phone for the time being, because it was taking up loads of memory. But when I move to my other phone, I'm probably going to re-download it. I haven't been playing it as much. I did play it a lot before, but I've mainly been playing the main series games. So, what we're going to be doing is, now that I found these Pokemon on Pokemon Colosseum, of all places, I traded some of them back to Pokemon Sapphire. So what we're going to do, there is a few different quests I want to do, and we'll do this as like I'll live stream as we do it. Probably change the resolution back to normal. First of all, I want to get probably the hardest challenge will be to get all the ribbons. That will be really challenging. You need Pokemon Colosseum to do that. Because there's a ribbon you can only get on that game, so it'd have to be Pokemon from Pokemon Colosseum. So that's one objective. We're going to try and get all the ribbons with one Pokemon, because you can get a special ribbon for having the ribbons, like an extra one. Then there's another quest I want us to do, which is, so we're not going to be able to get all the ribbons as such with a certain one, because looking through, I was thinking which Pokemon is in all the games, and Gardevoir, which is one of my favourites, is, but it's not. It's only in Pokemon Colosseum 2. I don't have Pokemon Colosseum 2. Or Gale Dance, I don't have it. So I can't get the Dark Gardevoir in order to purify Gardevoir and get the ribbon for that. So I'm going to have to really think carefully on which Pokemon to do this with. But ultimately, I want to get one Pokemon and bring them through all of the games, so that I can get all the ribbons by doing all of the Elite Four equivalents to get the ribbon for each game. So it means not just each generation, it means putting them into each game. Now, it's going to take some working out who. Like I said, Gardevoir is in all the games, but I don't have Gale of Dance. Now, Feraligatr is in quite a lot of the games, but as soon as you get to Sword and Shield, can't put him in Sword and Shield. So, oh, we've got a, wait, we've got a pink Dratini. I just don't know if it's an alpha. No, no, it's not an alpha. It's the small one. Oh, what? Man, there was a 50-50 on that. Actually, no, there was a 51-49 on that. That is annoying. That is annoying. So we've got a shiny Dratini. Great. It wasn't an alpha. It's crazy shiny hunting in this game. I actually can fully understand why it's separate from newer games. As in, you can't trade from this game and put it in from home into other games. Because this game, it's got like its own shiny economy. It's the only game where you can get a shiny. Actually, maybe Legends Arceus, maybe, but they also completely different. But it's the only game where you kind of sit there and go, I just got a shiny Dratini. That is awesome. Oh wait, it's not an alpha. Oh, I mean, like, it's the only one you can grumble about getting shiny. But I can see why they've done it this way, because you can shiny hunt so efficiently in this game. But I like how they've got the run. Like, it's the same with Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu. Shiny hunting is different, and you can't trade Pokemon into that game from other ones. You can catch Pokemon and trade them out, but you can't put them back in. But I've been getting into a wider range of like Japanese games recently, so I was gonna branch out into Yokai Watch. That don't work because we don't have a Western version, so I am gonna have to get a Japanese version. But it's getting one from Japan here is a bit costly. So yeah, I would like to play Yokai Watch. But yeah, I do want to go through Fatal Frame as well at some point. But yeah, in terms of the challenge, I'm gonna try and... So we could just do multiple challenges, to be fair, but ultimately I want a Pokemon that goes through every single generation and gets the various accomplishments for that generation. Like, that's ideally what I want to do. I did originally want to go from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 9 with a Pokemon. We can do that. I don't think I can get it from Gen 2. So what we could do, if we're not taking into account ribbons, because that's a different achievement, that's like a whole different thing. That's why I'm probably going to suggest we do this as maybe 2 separate challenges, because like I said, you're limited on how you can do it, because if you don't have both Colosseums, it's different. Having Colosseum 1, you get a certain amount of Pokemon that you can purify, so I have to use one of the purified Pokemon in order to do that. I was going to use Feraligatr, but again, I can't use Feraligatr in Sword and Shield. So I could get ribbons to that point, but then I can't get all of them. But I think you can still get the special ribbon from Gen 3 by doing that. Because there's a lot of Pokemon you can get in Sapphire that you can't catch in Sapphire. So, what we'll do, we'll probably break it down. I will get a Gen 1 Pokemon, but we might have to do it a bit of an awkward way. We might have to get a Gen 1 Pokemon. Or a Pokemon from Gen 1 or 2 and play through Gen 2. Okay? But we can do this multiple ways, because as long as it's been through the region and done the Elite Four, it counts. But what I would propose to do, which I think would be a bit cooler, I think we should get a Gen 1 or 2 Pokemon from Gen 2. Have it go through both regions in Gen 2. Trade it from the Virtual Console forward, so that we then have it. So it would. The issue is with that, we won't be able to put it back into Gen 3. We can, however, go through the Hoenn region still in the remakes, because it'll be available for use in those games. So it technically would be going through Gen 3. Or, which we'll probably do for the second challenge, we will get an actual Gen 3 Pokemon, because that's when Ribbons started and stuff. And we just work from original Gen 3 all the way forward. So it has to go through every single generation and do like the Elite Four. We might not be able to do the Ribbon Challenge with the same Pokemon though, because like I said, we've got a limited selection, and I need it to be a Pokemon that's available in every single generation in all game. The only game I don't have really is Brilliant Pearl and Shining Diamond, Brilliant Pearl. Is that I don't have them two. That's it. They're the 2 games, and Black and White 2. So I have the generation, so I've got Black and White, but I don't have Black and White 2. But I do have Platinum. I just don't know if we... Actually, I think we might be able to... I think we might be able to put them in Platinum. Anyway, let's have a quick look to see if we got anyone. Oh, they've all disappeared. Oh wait. None of them are shiny. We only have a small shiny Dratini. We do have Dratinis up there, but none appear shiny. We do have more Gibbles up here, but they are also not shiny. I actually do need to get up there. Right, can I target that? I don't know what's going on. Why can I not hit that? So we have Shiny Dratini. I need to check the other side now. I'm a bit surprised we didn't get a shiny Kibble with that, because that's the one with the bonus. Where have they gone? We had... Oh, we do have another Dratini. Oh, wait! Oh, man, why... I have 2 shiny Dratinis, but none are alpha. That's annoying. I know there's still them all to check below, which it might be triggering, but I don't think there was anything in there. Come on, man. 2 shiny Dratini, none of them are alpha, with a 51-49 split. That math is not mapping. But yeah, I would like to do a series like that, where we slowly work through with just one Pokemon through all the games, or generations at least. I think that'd be cool. We might be able to save time, like, let's say for example, in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you don't get any additional ribbons for completing, like, the, it's not the Elite Four, but you know what I mean. And Arceus, again, it has a limited, like, I don't think you can earn ribbons in that, because it's just, like, the spin-off. So there's some games we can skip, and there's some games, I imagine, because there isn't as big a roster in certain games, it limits the Pokemon we can pick to do this with. I really wanted to use Gardevoir for it, because, like, it would be easier to do this with, like, one of my favourite Pokemon, but I just don't have Gale of Darkness. I doubt at the end of this month they are going to announce Gale of Darkness being compatible. I think that's what will keep them being expensive, because I do think they're gonna add it for Pokemon Day at the end of the month, but I don't think they're gonna add it as like a virtual, like we did with the Virtual Console. I don't think we're gonna have the ability to trade from the online membership games to Pokemon Home. It would be awesome if they added that. Realistically, I don't think they will. I do think they will just add it as a game to play just within its own bubble, where it's just like an experience. You play it, it's not compatible with Home. It is just to play through it for like nostalgia, which is fine. But it's one of the reasons I've not sold Colosseum, because it's not just a game I want to play through again. It's the fact that I like the game being compatible, because my Ho-Oh, which I now put onto my Sapphire game, is a really hard to obtain Pokemon, because you get it for doing the Mount 100 in Colosseum, which I'm gonna have to go back through again, because that's how you get the ribbon in Colosseum. So So it's not going to be easy. It is going to be a slow burner of a challenge, something we would be working through for months, I imagine. Just slowly doing it. Actually, no, it won't take months because we're not starting the games again. Technically, we literally it just has to be in a team that wins the Elite Four, so it's not going to be months. The hardest bit is going to be the earlier stuff. The other challenge is more difficult, getting all the ribbons, because you've got to do the like beauty, cool, whatever they're called, the contests. You have to do that and get everything to like master rank, something like that. But I think it'd be cool just having a Pokemon that's been through everything. And obviously we can't go from 1 to 9. People tell you that you can, but it's not legitimate software, and it actually, you can tell because when you're trading between Colosseum, someone did a really cool challenge where they genuinely went from all the way Gen 1 to 9, but unofficially they moved the data between generation 1, 2 to 3 in a non-legitimate method, and then when they tried trading to Colosseum, the image showed up blank or something. So there is something in the data that isn't, yeah, like something not quite. It seems like it works in every other way, but even the names seem to appear differently at times. So we would be virtual consoling it from generations 1, and then you can't put it between 1 and 2 with virtual console. So we would probably have to pick it from 2 and do it that way. I think that would work. Again, you can't put it into 3 though. So once you've brought it forward, I'm going to look into it. So I know you can transfer from generation 3 to Soul Silver, Heart Gold, because it's the only way to get them into the current games. So we can do that, generation 3, 4, and technically you are, like, they're the remix, right? So you can go to Kanto and Johto. So you find we can do it just that way. But if we want it to have that Game Boy mark, so it's been from that, it's going to be trickier. What we could try and do is see if virtual console ones can go in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That's one thing we can do. I am a little worried that we're just not... We're not getting any more shinies apart from Dratini non-alphas. It's alright, we're not going to teleport back. I'm actually going to load the game back up. They've changed Pokemon. We had Gibble there before. But it's alright, I can afford to run around for a little bit because I'm going to load the game back up instead. I'm just... Oh man, that is... And it's not even in here. I'm a little bummed out with this. Definitely thought we were going to get at least another alpha, but we've still got time. So we've got that shiny, but again it just decided to not be Like, it should be easy enough to catch them. 'Cause I really want to use a love ball on, even though he's green, he's Dragonite, and then he goes blue. If we could get 2, I'd definitely like to keep one as just Alpha Dragonair and keep it in a love ball. Like, Dragonair is one in Pokemon where I can actually just keep it in Stage 2 and still enjoy it. But yeah, I've got a lot of ideas for challenges involving like older games and bringing them forward. I think it'll be cool. But I do want to branch into more Japanese games. I know I like playing Pokemon and Resident Evil. So essentially, the main games that I kind of play from anyway. But I do want to do more. If I can get a good copy of Yokai Watch, great. I know there's no English on it. I just would like to play Yokai Watch on Switch. We'll get Fatal Frame, and there is a few other games that I would like to try out. Come on, Dratini. Please be Alpha. We ain't even got another shiny Gible yet either, which is quite surprising. Because we get the free level 3 bonus on top of that. So yeah, there aren't as many of them though. There's only like 1 or 2 Gible spots on this map for some reason. So we'll keep doing some more resets, and it's fine because when we go to look around, if we're not successful and we don't have any, we just load the game back up as long as we haven't fast traveled back to here. So once we've done plenty of resets, we'll go check. The thing is about this challenge as well, if we do it, we won't be using a shiny or an alpha, because the chance of me getting a shiny in the game we're starting with, because remember, we're going to be starting on the virtual console, so we wouldn't even know if it's shiny or not unless we do Gen 2 virtual console. But the chances of getting them, you're at full odds. And even if we started with Colosseum, like Gen 3, it's like the whole time I played Gen 3, we got 2 shinies. The original Gen 3, and we got 2 shinies. And I've still got both of them. I think one of them is in my Shield game, and one of them is in my Scarlet game, I think. But anyway, I have transferred them up. I was talking to someone about this the other day, and I explained how the technology that Nintendo do, no one else does it. There isn't another game that's the same, where you can get a Pokemon caught in games made years ago, so you know, Gen 3 on, but is compatible with games today. There's no one else that does this. There's no other game that has this compatibility where you can just catch a digital creature from more, you know, like a decade or 2 ago, and then transfer it all the way up to the game we play now. It's amazing. There isn't anyone else that does it. People can say all they want that Nintendo are this, Nintendo that, or they're not doing enough. But you find me another game company that has the innovation where they say, how about we have it where you can catch Pokemon in so many ways and have them compatible? Don't get me wrong, I understand. Pokemon Go, you catch a Pokemon, you have it on your phone, and you then can transfer it into your home. And then you have an option to transfer it also into Let's Go. And you can transfer it into all other games. You just can't transfer it back to Go. And you can't transfer it from Go to Let's Go to home. And then I think you can't put it back into home. Let's go after that. There's a limitation on that, I think. But in general, you can bounce them between whatever game you want, apart from ZA when it comes out. So, again, at the end of this month, I expect that's when we're getting the home update. There's certain games with certain limitations, I get that. But in general, I know I can bounce Pokemon from Let's Go Arceus, Let's Go Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. Keep it on home. I can look at it on my phone. There's champions coming out which allows you to use Pokemon from like anything. There isn't any other game companies that do that. Yeah, people complain about the graphics, or they're like, oh, I kind of want a true open world, but I want it to run as well as like other open worlds. Or the graphics could be better, like, oh, look at Monster Hunter, look at how Monster Hunter is now. Like, can we have Pokemon like Monster Hunter? But I think if you look at how Pokemon started to where it is now, they're always adding new mechanics. The game, personally, I don't think that it's that they're not capable. I think it's a design choice. I think they pick a design choice that fits children and adults that liked playing Pokemon and want to keep playing it. I think it's a design choice. Some of it is limitations. I get that. But I genuinely think going forward, now that they've got Switch 2, and they're going to be making games just for the Switch 2, not Switch 1, they're going to be able to do a lot more. And I think we'll start seeing games where we've already, I mean, let's be honest, right? Scarlet and Violet is a massive upgrade when you're playing it on Switch 2. Massive. You've already got the game that allows you to fly around on a mount and ride around on the mount and all that kind of stuff, climb. You've got this already. So people say, give us a game like Monster Hunter. The thing is, they're starting to move away from strict turn-based battling now. Pokemon have started adding different mechanics, different ways of battling. They've already explored open worlds. So I think, going forward, looking at how the Switch 2 is doing, the kind of testing phase is over with. They already know now that they can run Scarlet and Violet very well in a big open world with rideable mounts and all that kind of stuff. They're already doing this. The battle system, fair enough, people are like, yeah, but can't we have it where it looks as impressive as this and all that kind of stuff? Go back to Scarlet and Violet. Sorry, not Scarlet. Go back to Sword and Shield, right? I think the art style of Sword and Shield and the look, the appearance, everything about Sword and Shield genuinely is one of the best looking Pokemon games. Now you picture that running on a Switch 2 where it's been designed for the Switch 2, so higher frame rate, higher resolution, higher textures. I genuinely think that art style, the graphics, how it looks with just updates, and then make it a more open world like they have with Scarlet and Violet and Arceus, you've got an amazing combination. And I think that's it. They're already at that point where it's starting to look more like a big game like Monster Hunter. Still no shinies. Apart from the small Dratini. So, yeah, people do a lot of complaining with Nintendo. And I know a lot of this stuff is sprawled out over multiple games, so people probably don't care. Wait. Gibble used Sand too. Where was Gibble? All the way from down here. Yeah, I think they're on the way there. I think everything has been building up to something else. Don't get me wrong, I know Nintendo do it where they have a new mechanic that you think's really awesome, and then the next game doesn't have that and it has a different one. Oh, we got one! We got one! We got it. I didn't look down. We got it. I think we're like getting a love ball as well, you know. I could actually load it back up. So surely it'll be there and it hasn't just appeared now. It just gives us a bit more time. I should have looked down there first. Oh, we did it. With ground level 3. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, we'll walk it in a love ball. I think. We got it. We've still got the other shinies to pick up as well. Oh! Another shiny alpha! That's crazy. Oh, what does Salamence is green, right? Oh, I can't bring up my... Right, I need them to run away. Yeah, they're going right now. Right. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, well... This has been successful. Oh, no. Sport Ball. Because, it, like I said, it's a green shine for Sport Ball. And Salamence is green. We could do Friend Ball. But I think Sport Ball are rarer. Oh, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, Sport Ball would have been a good decision because Dragonite is green. Shiny Dragonite is green. So that would have worked. Anyway. If we get another one. Instead, like if we get another... Right, we'll use... Or do we load it up? I don't know. Love Ball's really good if we keep it as a Dragonair, like an Alpha Dragonair. But Sport Ball, it'd still look good. Oh no, I've already caught it. Once you've caught a shiny, like, I'll show you. Once you catch a shiny, it saves. Yep. It saves after that encounter goes. So, sport ball for this guy. Whoa, what's going on here? I'm trying to get you. There we go. There we go. Anyway, it's not the end of the world what ball it's in. Oh, wait. Oh, on the rooftop. We've still got the shiny on the rooftop. I just want to check something actually, which I now can't. Stop following me. I'm trying to get back to the roof. There we go. Right. That's awesome. We've got some really good ones. Let's just check one thing. So I know I already have a shiny Dragonite. Not Alpha. I have a normal one. But I just want to see what ball I've got it in, because I've just realised something. Where's the other shiny? Did I accidentally kill the other shiny? There was another one down there. So there was this one up here that we already knew about. Awkwardly, the only non-alpha one there. Did I wipe it? Oh, sorry. No. I need to like. I know you get them given back to you if you drop them. So I must have accidentally wiped that shiny, because there's only one down there now and it's blue. So I accidentally wiped. Well, that's never good, is it? Right, I have to be... Right. There we go. So we have... It won't be alpha, but we'll at least have... We've got one in each ball now. Right, we'll do some more resetting. So we have got pretty much everything we came for with this one. We've got shiny Alpha Dratini. We accidentally killed a shiny Dratini, which isn't good. We got shiny Alpha Bagon and shiny Alpha Gibble. Bear in mind we're using a level 3 shiny ground bonus. So only Gibble really should have been getting the extra shinies, and it's the only one that didn't. So we got the guarantee one at the beginning. That's it. Nothing else in. This is awesome. So now we're going to have Shiny Alpha Salamence, Shiny Alpha Garchomp, and Shiny Alpha Dragonite from one hunt. That's amazing. So we'll do some battling. We'll level them up. We'll do some battling because that's what I need in terms of what I need to progress, basically. So we'll do that. It's been pretty successful tonight, to be fair. Can't really complain with that. I still haven't got a single moon ball in this game, which is annoying. I really wanted a moon ball. I don't even usually care too much about the ball, but this game's got some pretty cool animations. I ain't got any beast balls either. But when this game gets its update for Pokemon Home, there is some Pokemon that I would like to put into this game. Like, I've got some shinies that you can't obtain in this game, but would work in the game. So, like, I've got shiny Zygarde, so that would look awesome. Shiny Rayquaza, or Rayquaza. Who else can we put in? I've even got shiny Diancie, to be honest. Obviously, you can't ever take them back out the game; they become locked to the game. But I think shiny Diancie would look really good. Who else? What other shinies? So what other legendaries do we get? I'll have to look through, but there's definitely some really cool. Oh, shiny Yveltal and Xerneas. I can put them in, obviously. I genuinely think this game has one of the best rosters in any game. If they're gonna add an update, if they're gonna make more DLC, which would be cool, the Pokemon that I really would like to see in this game would be Electivire and Magmortar. If they add them to this game with a possible Mega Evolution, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Don't get me wrong, some of the Mega Evolutions I'm not keen on, but then they brought in like Mega Frostlass, which is just one of the best Mega Evolutions they've ever done. And then obviously they brought in all the other Mega Evolutions, which I like Garchomp's. I really like Garchomp's Mega Evolution. I'm trying to think who. And sadly, out of the Gen 3 stars, the I don't know why the name's gone from my head. Marshall? No. What's the name? Not the Mudkip line. Anyway, they got the best Mega Evolution. Blaziken's my favourite, but he didn't get the best Mega Evolution out of them three. Right, let's go have a look around, see if we did get anything. So we didn't get an encounter bonus, so they're not going to be respawning quick, which is a shame. Still no extra shiny Gible. I'm a bit confused with what's going on. But yeah, I want some, I would really like some moon balls. And some beast balls would be cool. Mainly wanting moon balls, but at least these ones have respawned now. I think we've checked all the groups. Let's just look that. If anyone is still awake in chat, I just genuinely want to know something. Oh, it's gonna flee. Let's just wait. It's gonna flee anyway. Do people use this kind of stuff to fall asleep to now? Like in this format, where it's kind of in the like reels and shorts format. Because like I can see how many people are in chat, which is completely fine. Like people lurking is still really appreciated. Like there's nothing wrong. But I've seen a lot of people using YouTube now to fall asleep to the point people make videos on purpose for people to fall asleep to. And I'm just wondering, do people use these kind of videos to fall asleep to, where it's just like a stream shiny hunting? And is this format better, or do people prefer it when it's the standard ratio for watching videos? Because I don't mind doing it. I don't mind making content for people to fall asleep to. But yeah, it's interesting to know. But I am considering to start doing some more playthroughs of different games. I'm really wanting to do some Fatal Frame. So we haven't got loads of time left in this one anyway. I'm not sure we're going to get any more shinies before we go, but we've got some really good ones. The only thing really now I'd be doing is just extra trying out for like Garchomps if we can get any, just to catch them in different balls. But we need to go online anyway, because I need to go through more ranked so we can get more sport balls. And, do you know what would be awesome? Because we've got more sport balls now, we can go do a bug shiny hunt. Which is interesting, because that's what sport balls are for. They are actually from the Kanto region for the bug catching contests. So sport balls with bug Pokemon really works. So ideally what we want is, so if we get Steel, we have two options. Steel will be used to go for Shiny Scizor or Shiny Alpha Steelix. Preferably both, but I know you can't. You have to use Bug to get Scizor. So you'd guarantee get it as the Shiny, but you would lose the chance to getting Shiny Alpha Steelix. But I really want Shiny Alpha Scizor. So we would be using Sport Ball. And then we obviously, if we get Bug, that will still be doing the same. Obviously. And then we'll be trying to get more shiny Bug Pokemon. But even Kleavor, I really like Kleavor as well. So if we can get another berry, we'd be going for Bug. I really want to do Bug next. If we get Steel, I'll probably still be going for Bug. Just so we can get Scizor. Steel would be useful for Metagross though as well. That's the thing. So right, let's go check. Let's have a look. Oh, I hear a shiny. I don't see a shiny. It must be strange. Oh, we got another one. We got another shiny Alpha Dratini. This is crazy. I mean, I guess we use Sport Ball again, I guess, because we've already got one in Love Ball. Let's just check. I don't know. Like, Sport Ball, you know, it's got the green thing that comes out. So that means we could keep the one in Love Ball as the shiny Alpha Dratini. Dragonite, sorry. And Dragonite can be in that. And then we've got another Dragonite, which I guess we could just trade. Again, Friend Ball makes somewhat sense because it's you've got green a green Dragonite and it turns blue. Let's see. So there's Dive Ball and Lure Ball, but they're both for catching water Pokemon, right? And then Netball is water as well, and Bug. Quite a lot of emphasis on water Pokemon. I'm actually stuck if we go between Friend Ball or Sport Ball. I guess Sport Ball's cooler. Friend Ball, I nearly caught Rayquaza in Red Ball. I think we'll do Sport Ball, and then if we happen to get another one, we'll do Friend Ball. We've actually got more Sport Ball as well. That's crazy though. That's actually crazy. Having this many. I'm not complaining, it's awesome. Oh, crap. Oh, no, 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 no. I weren't on Pokeball, I was on Sport Ball. It saved. It actually saved. I thought I quit, like, really quick. Oh, man. It's in a Pokeball. You can't even make this up. So that was tanky. This one's tanky. But that's the one I want to keep as a Dragonite. This one's for attack though. This one's fine. I can't believe that. Do you have Lilligant? Lilligant? Isn't that Legends Arceus in that one? Oh, that has really annoyed me. I had it on Sport Ball. I literally had it on Sport Ball. So I have no idea why it changed. Oh, man. Everything was going well. Like, I'm still happy we've got it. I just have no idea why it swapped from Pokeball. Sorry, from Sport Ball to Pokeball. Yeah, I don't think it's in this game, though. I don't think it's in this game. Is it in this game? You've got me thinking now. I don't think we has any more shinies. Unlucky? Wait, what do you mean unlucky? Oh, do you mean with the Pokeball thing? Like, I'm still really glad we managed to get so many shiny alphas with using ground. Yeah, I'm a bit confused though. Yeah, I don't think she's in this game. As far as I'm aware, like, with the new decks, I don't think they added it. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Like, I still got some good ones. I just really wanted it in a sport ball. Just so the shine matches the Dragonite when it's evolved, but man, that sucks. Anyway, I can't complain. Yeah, I don't know if she's in this game. Let's check. Is... No, it says not confirmed. That's a shame because she, like you said, she's got the Hisuian form in Legends Arceus. See, thought she might have been in this one with that form, but yeah, not sure. It doesn't look like she's in. It's a shame. Anyway, have a good sleep before work. Oh man, we've got some really good ones. So just in that run, we got Gible, Alpha Shalfa, Dratini, 2 Shalfas, Bagon Shalfa, and Dratini. I mean, we still got one of them in a sport ball. We just didn't get it as an Alpha, but still, we technically did it, and then one as a Pokeball of all things. So this one we're gonna evolve to Dragonair and probably leave it as Dragonair Alpha because that will still look really cool. So let's just switch. Let's move some of these around because now we need them in. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. There we go. So we'll do some online battling after this, I reckon, but we also need to do some actual, like if we go to this, I need to do some more of this as well. I'm so far behind on this. So anyway, we can evolve. So we're only evolving this one stage. This one, will evolve to Dragonite. Gible we need to evolve all the way on this one. So let's do this. We might need to get some more candies. I don't know if I've got enough left to get all these to 100, but I think Dragonair is probably one of the best shinies. Dragonite, they dropped the ball on a bit. It's not terrible. I know some people really don't like it. But being a green dragon, it does make sense. Like, it's not a terrible idea. It's just, I think it's, maybe it's the type of green, I don't know. And then Mega Dragonite, you thought would have been shiny. Mega Dragonite, you assumed would have been pink, but no, it's blue. To match normal Dragonair. So it is a bit funny though. Right, rare can, yeah, we definitely don't have. So I'm gonna prioritize Gible. I forgot I'd actually leveled up loads prior to this, so... So we need to do some more battling anyway, we need to get some more candies. I just want to give some to this. I want to get Dragonair to... I mean, that's what you can put it up. Okay, so we need to get some more candies. So I don't think we'll do online battles with this one. Yeah, I think we'll stick with my normal shiny Garchomp for online battles for now. I do need to swap some of my team for a little bit, or at least adjust some of them. Oh, we didn't put Gengar to level 100. Try that again. Yeah. There we go. So we might swap out in terms of battle teams. I really need to sort out because my alpha one has got more HP, but I haven't sorted their special attack out yet. I ain't even got the right mint for him. Imagine playing ZA when you could be playing Pokemon Ruby. I mean, what do you think I've been doing? Well, Sapphire technically, but well, Pokemon Colosseum and Sapphire because they link. So I was playing that. I just can't stream from a Game Boy Advance because how do I connect that? With this current setup, I can't. But I can plug my GameCube into the TV, and play it that way. But I just haven't got the cable I need for switching it to HDMI. Yeah, I mean, I could play it, but then I won't be streaming because you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. So, but there's nothing wrong with playing more than one Pokemon game, and ZA is a really good game. So, but yeah, I still play the originals. In fact, I've just transferred some from Colosseum to Sapphire, and then eventually I'll trade them up to Soul Silver. Then just keep going from there. So yeah, don't worry, I play all of them. Right, we might try Gengar. I need to finish leveling him and sort stats out, but I can mess around with him for a bit. You know, well, some of you all know I don't bother with doing meta. I just use the Pokemon I want and have some fun. But I need to finish sorting the stats out on a lot of these ones. So we need some more monies, so we can do that. And then we need more candies for our new babies. But for now, who else did I get? I'm just gonna throw these in just for the ZA battle stuff. What system are you playing Ruby on? That's the question. That's the important one. Alright, we need a bench. So it can be nighttime. I need to wreck some people. That looks awesome. Wait a minute. Oh, that makes sense. See, this is why I didn't want to use Pokeball. I honestly don't know how it switched, but let's just... There we go. I just want to see what it looks like with the right ball. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually looks a lot better. See, now that you're not replying about what system you're playing on, I have a feeling you're going to say emulator. If you don't reply with what system you're on, I am just going to assume you're using an emulator. Right, let's find a bench, do some Battle Royale, and do it that way. I genuinely want to know why people don't like ZA. I mean, a lot of people like ZA. It's just some people don't. But I don't fully understand the reasons for why they don't like it. I'd love to, you know. You're fighting Roxanne. Yeah, but it's turn-based combat in Ruby. There's no timer. It's not like ZA where you have to be pressing the buttons. See, now it's even more sus that you're on an emulator. I am messing with you, by the way. Like, I'm not actually gonna be annoyed if you say you're on an emulator. I'm just messing with you. But no, honestly, I'm more than happy. Like, if someone don't like a game and they've got valid points for it, I don't care. It's their opinion. It only bothers me when people say they really don't like a game and then the next thing they say is, well, I haven't actually played it yet. Then I'm like, yeah. They've probably just watched a few videos on it and gone, ooh, that game sucks. I'll be honest, I do find a lot of the older games more difficult. Like, that still stands. I really do think some of the older ones, you know, the games have got easier over the years. It's like now, perfect example is how you can get Feebas in modern games really easy. Even shiny Feebas you can get really easy. Getting Feebas and like Milotic the OG way, man, that was difficult. You tried getting in Sapphire and Ruby Milotic. It took effort. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second.